prophecy is true.
Wow.
Yo, what's good, man? It's the Homieverse podcast. It's your boy MooseMan in this motherfucker. I got the homie Nico smoking RN right here. I got the homie Scrilla Don't Sleep right below me at the bottom. You know what it is. We right into the top.
Down.
Pause. Alright, so this is going to be the first episode. We recorded a few, you know what I'm saying, pilots. I feel like they was all fire, but we had a little technical issues. So this is going to be the official, first episode. So we gonna just get it cracked off. You feel me? Shit. What day is it? It is the 21st,
Friday.
January 2022, Friday. What y'all finna be doing this weekend? Start it out like that.
Shit.
What you got, Scrilla?
I don't know what I'm gonna be doing, to be honest. I need to get a haircut. Don't shit be open on the weekends. I see Moose fresh cut.
Milo. Hey, you know who I seen? Never mind. I'm not gonna say who I seen in there. I forgot we on the pod. But go ahead, Nico.
In the first censorship.
all right. I'll say it was the brother that lied about saying he was moving to St. Louis. Straight up, bro. I seen that, bro. He walked in the barbershop right as I was leaving. I was like, why he look so familiar, bro? And I was like, oh, you the brother that lied at Soul saying you was moving to St. Louis to get your little cheers, and then you never left, bro. You been in Sac ever since.
You gonna lie? I remember that. Alex, I fuck with you.
That was like 5 years ago, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's the only memory I got of bro. So sorry if you do other shit, bro.
Maybe he moved back.
Nah, he was capping. That's what that was. He was capping.
Moose don't like that, Alex. And I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't we was back there background dancing for you too.
Yeah, I was fucking with you, bro, but only because you was leaving. So now that you not, I don't fuck with none of that shit. But anyways.
Yeah, word is bond, B.
But what you about to say, Nico? What you about to do this weekend other than work your ass off?
Yeah, I gotta work tomorrow. So that's that. It's pretty much just gonna be like a weekday. But Sunday, I'm gonna be bowling. I've been feeling hella good. I told y'all my little injuries have been healing a lot, so I'm gonna try to go skate hella on Sunday or something. Yeah. And I just bought those new half cabs, and I've been skating them the past couple of days. They feel hella good. So I was just like, fuck, bro, I want to skate hella bad.
Is there any shoes that you got that you just like won't skate in? That even though they like might be skate shoes type shit, like ones you keep fresh, like just a rock, or is that like a skater sin?
You know what I'm saying? We can sin as long as there's permission.
Hey.
Okay.
Scrilla knows what's up.
I don't know what that means, but that sounded clean. Oh, those are the 420 ones, ain't they? Is those the 420?
Yeah, the 420
those
Stan
are
Smiths.
hard. I remember those.
You feel me?
I remember what was that?
Got the little
dosages
on the tags.
They came out. Was that last year?
No, bro, they came out a long time ago. Actually, they came out like maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh shit!
But last year is when fucking Roger gave it to me for my birthday. Actually.
Oh, that's clean. That's clean. No,
yeah.
Those are hard. Those are the only stands I damn near have ever wanted. Was those? Those are hard. Those are tough.
Yeah, good look.
Speaking of 420 breaths, well, other than Moose for this weekend, I'm just shit. I had to go get the oil changed. You know what I'm saying? I had to get the top chopped. Took the top off the whip. You feel me? I cleaned my whip out. You know what I'm saying? I was on my real productive shit today. You feel me? So I'm finna go see Spider-Man after this motherfucking pod because I ain't seen that shit. But other than that, tomorrow, what am I doing? Nothing, I don't think. And then I got to work Sunday, so I don't know. We're going to figure something out for tomorrow. I got to go grocery shopping, a little responsible adult shit, but that's boring as fuck. But we was talking about 420 and shit. Leads me into the first little topic, man, that I was thinking about since, you know what I'm saying, I ain't smoked all year. What is your first or worst green out story? when you greened out for either the first time or just the worst, like the worst shit that's happened to you greening out?
Yo, that's crazy, Moose, because you were there for mine. Uh,
I was so high then too. I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie. So you're gonna have to refresh me.
bruh, the only one that comes to mind, because I don't even know. This might be the only
Okay,
time
I'm
it
starting
ever
to
happened.
remember it. Actually, it's coming back to me. Yeah.
Yeah, it was at fucking Khalil's house, and there was hell of us there, and I think what it was, we were all rocking, and then we decided like let's go to Brett's house and keep smoking or do whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And we all were biking there, and on the bike ride to his house, I fucking ate one edible cookie. It was like this big,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
It
I
was
remember
it
that.
was small. I ate
Yeah.
one edible
They're
cookie
like the
from
mini
Parker.
chips Ahoy size type shit. I remember that.
Yes, literally, it was a little
Oh,
snickerdoodle. I ate
yeah,
one
yeah.
of those, and then I remember I was sitting on the couch. Y'all passed me this fat ass bong. I don't even know
Yes.
whose it was. Maybe it was like
Yes.
Will's or something. And fucking, I literally remember I was like about to hit it, and I was like, bro, I don't think I can hit this. And then Moose was at the fucking living room table or the dining room table, and he was like, bro, hit that, Nico. Don't be a bitch. And I was like, fuck. I was like, all
Yeah.
right. And
Sounds
I
right.
went down. Bro, I was about to hit it. And I got so close, and then I just said, I can't do it. And I went
Yeah.
straight to the
Yeah,
bathroom and I
you
fucking
handed it
threw up.
off. I remember that.
Yeah, and I
I
fucking
for
threw
sure
up, and
remember
then I
that.
slept on the couch for the rest of the night.
That was the same day. I'm pretty sure Breon hit that backflip on video, and that shit was hella funny. I'm pretty sure
Okay,
that was the same
It
day.
was. It
Yeah.
was.
that was that day.
So I
Okay, yeah.
think
Same
that
exact
had to be
day.
like what 2013, 2014 or something like that. Probably around there, I
That
think.
that was a lot. Maybe even earlier.
Yeah, it might have
2013,
been like
2012.
2012. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was a long time.
What about you, Skrill?
Damn.
In that. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
go ahead, go ahead, Nico.
let's
Go
hear
ahead.
this.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say in that video of Breon backflipping, I just remember that was before I greened out, but I remember I was in the background of that video. I was dying, and I was like screaming, bro. I was like, "Do it again!"
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was so
yeah,
weak.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
so weak. I was like,
yeah.
"Do it
You
again!
were screaming,
Do
"Do
it
it again!" like
again,
100 times in that video. Yeah, I
do
do
it
remember
again.
that. That explains it. I forget that that's
bro."
the same day. That's hella funny.
Shit, wild. What's up, Scrilla? What's up, bro? You be getting a little, type shit.
Look, the most memorable time I've got fucking like one of the highest I've ever been. Um, well, there's one time I felt like I was melting, but that's another. We'll forget about that. This time actually I ate 100. I was living in North Hollywood at this time, and I went to a concert with my stepbrother. Actually, a legendary ass concert I shared with y'all this before. It was back in like 2013. It was Travis Scott headlining, Casey Veggies, and Sir Mikey Rocks.
Okay.
And this is the show that Kanye came out and did New Slaves at, I think, El Rey. No, maybe the Roxy or somewhere.
Yeah, one of those
and
LA
I,
venues.
I,
yeah,
yeah.
and hella people came out. Dom Kennedy, Schoolboy, Tyler, fucking K Dot was there
So
for a
what
second.
year is this?
It was hella
2014 or something?
2013. 2013.
2013.
Yeah, this is like Owl Pharaoh era Travis
yeah,
Scott.
yeah.
Like,
So he's not even
um,
cracking
That's
like that.
crazy.
yes, and yeah, it was just an amazing time. But what made this crazy is, so we went to the club, and we got these 100 milligram fucking Rice Krispie treats. You know them motherfuckers.
Yeah, that was
Them
back
shits
before
were
shit was regulated. That motherfucker was probably way more than 100 milligrams because that shit was
yes,
not.
bro.
That shit was just not
That shit
measured. They
was
would just throw a label
that shit
on
was
that bitch.
bulky. That shit was just fucking saran wrapped and had a little sticker on it. Like this shit was so bulky. We ate that shit, or like my stepbrother ate half. I ate the whole thing. I'm like, bro, we finna be in this concert. I'm finna just.
You ate the whole thing, just like
I just
that's some Joey Diaz shit, bro.
waited in that line. We're standing in line, and then all of a sudden it just hits me, bro. And I'm just like standing against the wall, and I just slide down the wall, and I'm like sitting on the ground. I'm like, oh fuck. And everyone's like looking, they like know I'm lit. And I walk
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna go to CVS, bro. I need some water. Ended up walking by everyone, coming back. And I look at everyone in the eyes as I walk back into the line, and they're all just like,
Yeah, they're like, that's the kid that's fucked up.
I was like, yeah, I am. And I had my iPad in the
Whoa.
fucking show and everything. This is when I carried my
Yeah,
iPad
that
everywhere.
big ass first
His
generation
big ass
iPad.
iPod. His big ass
I was
iPad.
high as fuck in that concert, holding up an iPad of recording Kanye. I was like, I don't know if this is really happening right now. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to keep it for record just to make sure you wasn't
Bro.
dreaming or nothing. That's crazy.
Bro,
I was levitating, but I was on the ground at the same time. So, yeah, that was the most memorable time.
How did the night end? How did it end up working out? Did you ever
Bro,
throw up or anything, or just start
I
wearing
didn't.
off?
No, it wore off, but I definitely was like, I don't know, if I didn't take that walk, I would have I don't know, I would have passed out in line or something.
Yeah.
Like that shit was sick. And then after we went to the park, after the concert, we went back to the parking lot, and then Sir Mikey Rocks hops in a little fucking little G-Wagon right in front of us and just peels out. And I don't, I was like, what the fuck is going on? LA is crazy, bro. Like it's just hella shit going on.
I feel like he was always low key like that. Like he would just pop out and wouldn't even give a
fuck. But no, that was my time. Other than that, nowadays I can't do no dabs. I'm for sure will green out or something. Feel like my heart is popping out my chest, so
whoa.
I can't do no dabs no more, man. That's
Y'all
just done, though.
Bro, y'all just keep fucking making me think of the craziest stories. But before anything, Moose, what's up with you? When did you get fucking the worst high?
I probably told you all the story already, but it was the first. I think it was probably the first time I ever did an edible, and the reason why I still can't eat brownies to this day is because the little
normal ones.
Yeah, I can't. It just ruined it because I yacked off this weed brownie, and I just brownies like that shit makes me sick to this day. That shit was probably like 15 years ago now, but shit. It was a little party. I think I was a freshman in high school. I didn't even have my license, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? There was a little party in Rancho Murrieta at this girl's house. All my homies was going, so I'm like, you know what I'm saying, new to the school, you know what I'm saying, trying to make a little name, you know what I'm saying, trying to be cool and shit. So I knew some of my homies from football and shit, so I was cool with a few people, but hella people at the party, like, I wasn't really, like, cool with like that. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get into the little scene. But, you know what I'm saying, Scrilla, you know where Rancho Murrieta is. That bitch is, like, 30 minutes away from Elk Grove. So that shit's, like, an hour away from Sac, pretty much. So it's deep.
It's deep.
My pops used to let me drive the whip to school even though I didn't have a license because he just was like, bro, I'm not, like, he was just too lazy to take me to school hella. So he just taught me how to drive, and I would drive to school. No license, no permit. It was like the day after I'd got my permit. So me and like two of my homies and like two girls pile into this little ass fucking gold little Chevy little sedan type whip, and we take off to Rancho Murrieta. We get there. I meet up with the homie. This is when I meet my homie Jacob Grubb. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie.
Jake Grubb.
Whoa.
He had a whole pan of brownies, and I'd never tried edibles before. I'd smoked and shit. I just smoked like Swishers and smoked blunts and shit. So he gives me like a little ass square of a brownie, and I eat it, and I'm like, bro, like this, like I'm looking at them. They're all hella skinny and shit. I'm hella big. I'm like, I'm gonna need more than y'all. So he gives me like a whole half of like another brownie. So I eat that shit, and then I'm like, man, like 30 minutes passes. They were like, it should hit you in like 30 minutes. The 30-minute passes. We're chilling like down the street from the party pretty much because we was like trying to get loaded, then show up to the party. So I'm like, this shit's not working, bro. Like I must just be too fat. You know what I'm saying? Like this brownie's not kicking in. So we roll up like 2 blunts, smoke those. And I'm like, all right, now I'm feeling high. So we go to the party. I walk in. Bro, as soon as I walk in that party, that shit hits me like a fucking semi-truck. That motherfucker, it felt like I got like rocked in a fight or something, bro. I started like stumbling. I had immediately, it was like the party was mainly in the garage. I'm sitting like in a chair, like against the recycle bin, like holding me up. And I'm like drooling and shit, bro. Like I'm straight up out. Like I'm fucked up. So people are bringing me like little cupcakes from the little party and shit, trying to get me to eat them. And I'm like, I would chew it and it would just like fall out of my mouth after I chewed it and shit. And I would drink water and I couldn't swallow, bro. Just like dribble out of my mouth, bro. I was done for. And then I'm the one that drove. So I have to drive all the way back to Elk Grove with no license. Thankfully, my homie Jordan Black was there, and he was completely sober, and he was like, "Bro, I just got my permit." And then I'm like, "Okay," like I trusted him. Like he's like lightweight responsible back then. Like he was like the good homie. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like into like doing bad shit. Because my other homie Colin was with me, and he was trying to drive, but he like had been driving and got caught sneaking out with his mom's car and popped her tire and crashed her whip. So I'm like, you definitely not driving my shit. Even fucked up, like even going off the brownies, I was like, nah, you're not driving the whip, bro.
Shout out
Like,
Colin.
I'm like, hop your ass in the back seat. I'm getting in the passenger seat. Jordan gonna drive us home. So we got two girls in the back and my homie Colin, Jordan driving, me passenger seat. He drives us all the way back to Elk Grove. I'm blacking out, like going in and out of consciousness. Like I'll just wake up and there would be like one less person in the whip. And I'll just walk out again. I wake up and then two more people are gone out the whip. And then we get to Jordan's house. He has to drop himself off. And he's like, "Bro, you good? Like you could spend the night here, bro. Like you don't like it's good if you can't drive." I'm like, "Bro, I'm good. Like, what are you talking about? Like, bro, just go inside. Like, I'm finna drive home." And it was like probably 2 miles I had to drive. It was like fucking from his house, and I was just like right down one straight road, make a left, and turn into my apartment. So I'm like, I'm good, bro. I'm still donezo. He should not have let me drive, but he let me. He gave it to me. He went inside his house. I swear to God, bro. I put that bitch into drive. I blinked. And I opened my eyes, and I was just in the parking space at my apartments. Like it was like a snap of my fingers, and I just teleported to my apartments. And I got out, and I was like inspecting the car because I'm like, I had to hit some shit, bro. The car was good. I parked lightweight, like pretty damn good, honestly, in the parking space. And I just like got out and I ran to my apartment, and I just ran up the stairs. And I opened the door, and my dad was sitting on the couch. He was like, "How was the party?" I was like, "Good." And I just stumbled into my room and just flat, like face planted onto my bed, and I was just out for the night. But I made it home, and that was probably, and I still haven't eaten a chocolate brownie since that day, because I ended up like waking up in the middle of the night hacking hella, and that was the worst shit.
That's gotta, bro. Out of all the types of edibles, like not being able to eat a chocolate brownie anymore, that sucks.
Yeah, but I eat the little white chocolate joints, so it makes up for it. You know what I'm saying? I could fuck with I forget what are those called. What are a white chocolate brownie called? What's a white chocolate
I've never seen a white chocolate brownie, bro. Maybe I'm tripping.
It's called a blondie. So I fuck with the blondies,
yeah.
you feel me? But the chocolate brownie,
I can see that.
I smell that shit or I, you know what I'm saying, taste it, that shit will lightweight make me gag. I'm not gonna cap. That's sickening to me now.
I hate when shit be tasting overly like weed. Like that shit is nauseating for sure. But
bro,
y'all hear that, kids? You know what I'm saying? Find you a deity, man. We live to tell the story, all right?
For real.
Take the lesson.
Much worse stories, man. But we don't do none of that shit no more, man. Take a fucking Uber. Y'all kids are spoiled. I didn't have no fucking Uber to call back then, man. Or if there was Uber, I didn't have no fucking money to do it. Y'all got all that shit now, so call the Uber.
Straight up.
Shit ain't cool. To say, Nico?
Shit ain't cool.
Fuck, I was gonna say I can't remember it off the top of my head, honestly.
Right. It's all good.
But yeah, bro, that shit. Weed crazy. Oh, I was gonna say, bro, yeah, and it's wild with weed too. Like people think it's hella chill to drive off weed, and it's kind of easy to drive when you're high.
Yeah.
But like the thing about it though is you get so sleepy if you're high enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
That's the real issue. Is like you're gonna fall asleep. It's not like you're not gonna like crash because you can't control. You know what I mean? But you might fall asleep.
Yeah, you're not gonna
like
be
that
so
shit is sketch,
impaired
bro.
that you like swerving, but you might fall asleep for sure. And you might swerve if you impaired. That shit affects a lot of different people. I've had homies that like smoke.
Yeah, it could be hella different, true.
And they just like
and
you said, Nico, they start nodding off like 5 minutes into a drive. It's like, bruh, like what the fuck? Like we're all in the whip.
Or you could be
doing. We going to the store.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you just not as crisp. Maybe you hit the brakes too hard or something like shit, or like accelerate.
Take a turn too wide. Anything can happen when the homie's driving off the gas, especially the ZA nowadays. Don't risk it, kids.
Don't risk it. Yeah, ZA is different nowadays. Speaking of different ZA, I just want to give a shout out to some shit I got put on recently, and it's gonna sound like some knock shit, but they be making weed pills now, bro.
I know. I've seen
They
you be
called
on those.
they called little pro tabs. That's the package. Got some good packaging
That's
actually.
just tight. That's not how I thought it would look.
And it's just a little pill.
Crazy.
It says 25 on it because it's just 25 milligrams, which is actually hella for like a
That's
little
hella.
Yeah, for a
edible
little
dosage.
pill.
Turn up.
That shit look like a perky though, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I was gonna
I
say.
did not think. Yeah, I
Right?
thought it would be like a little capsule with like little grains inside of it. That's what I always picture when you talk about it.
Nuh-uh, no. It's a real pill. This one's called
Hash
Hash Tab,
That's hella
formulated
funny.
using cold water hash, and then the other ones are just like made with weed and shit.
That's cool.
They got CBD ones. I popped this just real quick for the next topic. I popped the CBD one and then the Wonder one, and then I went on my run last night. Ran a couple miles. I came back and my head was banging. That's all I'm gonna say. I was like, honestly, I didn't like it. I was
It was like
zooted
too
even
high.
off the mild shit. Yeah, it was just weird. Like the type of high
Yeah, the little.
plus the running, like the
Yeah.
little endorphin high, plus the like edible high. My head felt like it
Yeah,
was
you
like,
was probably a little dehydrated in that motherfucker.
But showered up, drank some water, and I was
Bounce back.
floating on
Like a
cloud
robot.
nine.
We do want to mention we are coming from a place where it is legal. I'm coming live somewhere in South Sacramento.
Yeah, same here, man. I'm coming from South Sac, man. It's all legal. You know, we ain't in Texas like Rogan. You feel me? We good to go.
Yes, sir. San Francisco out here, motherfuckers been
Even if I
smoking
was in
weed
Texas, you know
forever.
what I'm saying? I'd be blowing that dope.
For real.
What's
Shit,
up?
shout out to
I got
Texas. 50 pounds is a felony. Just saying.
Hey, shout out to the bro. We ain't gonna name no names. But I got a bunch of fucking topics, but they just kind of random. So y'all got any topics
It's good.
that like y'all hella hype for? Y'all trying to bring up?
I had like an interesting one that I just saw yesterday, and I feel like it could be kind of a quick convo,
Yeah.
and maybe it could lead into some of this other shit we got going on. I saw it this morning. But Complex Magazine came out and they declared, not that it really matters that much, but Complex is a big magazine, and they be making these little statements. And so this morning or yesterday, they said they came out and released like Tyler the Creator is the number one. Oh no, they called him Tyler the Creator is the best rapper alive right now,
Whoa.
according to Complex.
Saw
And
that.
I was like, whoa. And I seen that shit, and I was like, the first thing I said, because the homie sent it to me, and I was like, damn, bro, like honestly, I was like, that's a pretty clean take. I don't really disagree with that. You could start a huge conversation and discussion off of it,
For sure.
but I was like, that's not that hot of a take, actually. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
that's pretty good.
I think it would just get into like the fucking best rapper. What does that mean? Like, what category someone as the best rapper?
How do you define that?
Because it's like
exactly
the act of
they're kind of
rapping.
boxing
You
them
know what I'm
in.
saying? Is it like because that's something like I feel like he's always against. Is like
being
I would say like what he would respect more is if because obviously Complex is gonna say that because it's gonna make the headlines. Everybody's gonna get all riled up. All the old heads gonna be hella mad and shit. But I feel like the more kind of like big up type shit to Tyler would be like Tyler Creator's the most the most creative fucking one of the most creative people on earth type shit. I don't know. I feel like that's how I feel more than because like I feel like he's gonna look at that title of that shit and be like, I don't give a fuck about fucking being the best rapper.
Yeah.
Definitely, I could see that being doing exactly what he opposed his whole career is being boxed in, like that shit. I'm sure
he was saying that shit at the Grammys.
Yeah, that
I'll
shit for sure.
Top 3 most creative rappers, possibly top 5 of all time. I think most creative and different.
I'll say most creative rapper with a platform of his size, but that doesn't sound attractive because there's a hell of creative people, but with his platform and his reach, no one's doing it like him like that.
Yeah, it's a weird thing to say. I feel like what they were trying to get at, or maybe I don't know. I'm not going to say what they were trying to get at, but what I can take from or like what I can agree with is that like if you were going to use the word rapper, it's like he's the rapper doing the best and cleanest shit all around in the game. But like not just talking about his rap, you know what I'm saying? He's the rapper who's killing everything right now.
Yeah, because I
You know
mean,
what I mean?
like as
Like I can't name another rapper who's doing more than him right now. It
most
just
definitely ever since
at
Mac,
all.
damn near ever since Mac died, that motherfucker was like up there in like kind of that same realm of producing and like doing different shit on the track, evolving like every album type shit. Like you don't see a lot of that, but
Hmm.
that's also just kind of like not what's like being pushed and like what's most popular nowadays either. It's like I feel like
Yeah.
that's less
Maybe
respected
maybe
now than ever, damn near.
I would say maybe most versatile, like
Hmm.
like being able to, and even in that convo, you have folks that were there before him to kind of open the door, kind of like the Pharrells, literally doing
Yeah.
scoring movies, fashion. You got Kendrick
Hmm.
too, doing certain, side ventures.
Yeah,
Childish Gambino
yeah, yeah,
doing, shit
Yeah.
like that. So
But
yeah,
so then you know what that shit made me think of is like, yeah, because then me and the homie started talking like, because the homie was, I said I agree with that, and the homie was like, honestly, I don't, because they called him rapper. He's like, I could agree with someone saying he's the best artist alive right now or something because it fits him more. But and then what it made me think of is it made me think of how Kanye always be saying I'm the greatest artist to ever live. Like
yeah,
literally, he says that shit so many
yeah.
times, and it made me think, and I was like racking my brain. And I was like, damn, is Tyler the Creator like the best artist on the planet right now? If you take into consideration all the different mediums he's using,
Yeah,
he's doing fashion, does his videos, writes, produces his album, does the vocals,
yeah,
fucking arranges that shit.
yeah. Writes all the
Um,
treatments for the videos and set design, all that shit.
right, and then even past that, bro, arranging like the fucking music for the Louis Vuitton show. Like that's not even normal.
Yeah,
Make a beat, you know what I mean? He was arranging shit with a fucking orchestra. Like that's a different type of music. Like he's literally doing everything. And the thing is, everything he does, it's like you could argue that he's the cleanest one in the game right now at that specific thing. Like his video's been top notch forever.
yeah,
Fucking, especially his music right now, bro's killing it. Like, of course you can argue music because that's a little easier to like
yeah.
level the
That's what
playing
I'm
field.
saying. Yeah, that's why I don't like the rapper tag because then it just puts people straight to like how well you rap and the music that you
yeah,
make. And as someone like
Hmm.
who like respects the fuck out of Tyler and thinks he is one of the most creative people on earth, like I don't fuck with his music like that as of like maybe the
Hmm.
past 5-6 years. It's just like I don't
Hmm.
know. Maybe if I really dove into, it, I would. But like, just from what I've heard, it's just like not my favorite type shit. But it doesn't take away from the fact that I think he's like one of the best people out still. But that's why I just don't like the rapper shit. Because I mean, I like a lot of rappers more than Tyler Creator, but I don't think they're even touching it
Yeah.
creatively. You know what I'm saying? Like other
yeah.
than
Hmm.
flowing on a beat, better to my ears type shit.
Yeah.
Do we have any last thoughts on this? I actually have something that can transition in
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
pretty.
Transition.
Yeah. So speaking of good rappers and hip hoppers and all that shit,
Hip,
um,
hippie.
yeah. So some of these new music releases, right? Um, and it actually relates to what's going on locally here. We also saw something that said like top 50 like best rappers or rappers to look out for in Sacramento
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
coming up, and how it's like mostly like like genre specific. It's in Sacramento. It's really heavy on the like pretty much like gangster rap, like street
Yeah.
music, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and not to say it isn't good, like it is. I do actually like a lot of the artists they listed, but we know that there's hella more artists
That
out
make
here
other
in
lanes of music type shit.
other lanes, and relating that to like the industry right now. Like, so a couple artists release music. Corday. Um, and there's this other artist named Coda the Friend. I don't
Yeah, yeah,
like.
yeah.
I've heard
I've
of them.
slapped him. I think he had a song on 2K, and that's how I found out about him.
Yeah.
And then,
So
yeah,
they're
I
both
heard a
like,
couple other.
yeah, like we hear about them, but it's not like something we like, or
Yeah,
well, at
we're
least for me,
banging.
like,
Yeah,
yeah, turning it on, like, but I do respect the craft, obviously, like, as a writer as well. But so artists like that are like very like, you know, they rap well, lyricists or are considered revered to, and they have this real consistent sound, and it's like cool. But for me personally, it's not like something I return to like that.
Yeah.
And I guess it just kind of, that I guess that's the convo in music right now, right? Like, what are y'all takes on that? Like, in terms of just like the
I,
sound
I
of music and what people prefer.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, just like you said, it's just pretty much what you prefer. But I feel like for the most part, like hip hop, if we're speaking about hip hop, is kind of like the game's been kind of brainwashed to like, if you're not perceived as like cool type shit, then like people aren't really gonna bang your shit and like really like create like a giant like diehard fan base type of thing. Because I feel like Corday is super talented, but he also comes off kind of in that J. Cole sometimes lane where it's like a little bit corny and like almost preachy type shit. To where it's like, yeah, you make a lot of good music, but like bro's corny, so I'm not finna fuck with him like that. Like like people be like scared to post this shit because the homie might be like, bro, you listen to Corday? Like, what the fuck? Like, that shit's
Yeah.
lame, like type shit. And it's like
That's
maybe
funny.
not like earned so much because it's really just like I don't slap Corday a ton. It's just like off the internet type shit that I see like from like time to time. But I feel like it's just
Hmm.
like the game's brainwashed to where like if you're not Mr. Cool, super cool type shit, then people like aren't
Yeah.
trying to bump your shit in 2022.
Not,
Hmm.
and I feel like they also got to be a little more versatile because listening to the newer
True.
albums, like there's some like select songs that I'm like, oh, these are cool. Like even me as a writer, like I write, y'all know, like I write. It can be a little. It can be heavy on hip hop and just super backpack type shit, but it's also like I tried to at least do different sounds. You know what I mean? I listen to these like newer albums and it could be on some label shit where it's just literally sounds the same all the way
Yeah.
through. Like they're like all like pretty solid songs, but it all sounds like the same shit. Even on a hip hop level, like you have the the other type of music, a little trap music or whatever the fuck, and that all sounds the same. But then you have your hip hop shit, your label hip hop shit, and that shit sounds the same too. Like on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
So
like you said, I think it's like a label thing and just like the like what lane you're in type of shit. Like people want to see you stay in your lane.
yeah,
Like there's the space for like the Tyler creators and shit to where he could like jump in a bunch of different like genres and make shit with like hella different artists and still be accepted. But there's also the people that are like not fucking with that type of shit. Like they fuck with Corday
yeah,
for his lyrical miracle shit. That's what they're trying to hear. Like they're gonna listen to fucking Gunna if they want to
yeah.
hear a motherfucker auto tune sing on some shit. Like they don't want to hear that from Corday. And like I feel like it's just too early in his career to like get too experimental to like kind of like you know get too obscure to his fan base because they're looking to him as being like the new J. Cole, like baby type shit, like you're the next one
Mm,
to pass the torch to type shit.
yeah. How do you
Fuck with
think? Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say, it was actually kind of random, so it's more just interjection and go back to your thoughts, Scrilla. So hold on to that. I was gonna say I fuck with Corday, but yeah, on that I kind of agree with both of you. Sometimes it's some shit they're aiming for like a cohesive project, but they're just not at that level yet where it sounds like that, and sometimes it comes across as just like all that sounds the same instead of being like a cohesive like weaving project that has a theme or like a sound,
Yeah,
but they fall just short of that, and then now it's just an album with a bunch of songs that are very similar. But that being said, I fuck with him and I respect his shit, but I listened to his album once and I haven't listened to it again, despite liking it. Like I liked it,
yeah,
but I haven't felt the urge to go re-listen again because I kind of know that it's gonna be monotonous. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, but I'm gonna probably get back into it and like pick out songs that I actually like, kind of like I did with his other album.
yeah. I feel like it's
But yeah,
nothing
his
wrong
shit's
with
slow.
like letting some shit breathe and coming back to it because I feel like just like replaying some shit over and over again as soon as it comes out, like you just like don't hear it the same, as in like letting it breathe, being like maybe I didn't like it so much. You come back to
Mm-hmm.
it and you be like, actually this shit was fire. Like maybe I was just tripping. You know
Yep.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I like doing that shit.
Um. Yeah. With Corday. So even listening to his project, I there's only literally the two songs that I've like fucked with the most. It's funny. is like one where he did do more of like a hook, singy songy hook, and it's
Yeah.
like with her and like Lil Durk, and I fuck with that song. And
I
then
like that
it's
song.
like, and then the complete polar opposite. Well, at least yeah, you would assume is the song with him and Eminem, just spitting.
Yeah.
Like it's just I liked it because it seemed more like I don't know, like he went for it. You know what I mean? Like whatever he was doing, like he was going for the theme that he was going for, and everything else was kind of like not filler, but like you know what I mean? Like it wasn't
It
as
was
hard
filler.
as
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know. It's tough. I mean, being on a label, I don't even can't
Yeah.
even
Know
you
all
know.
the politics and shit.
Yeah, so I get it. But relating that back to here locally, like where we come from a place where, I mean, us, whale scale, you know, we can get lyrical, we can get, you know, we can come with the hooks too. But like to see a list that lists off, you know, top whatever amount of rappers and they're all like pretty much the same style.
Yeah.
Like how do you think not just for Sac, but like how do you think an artist can break through in a space like that when a lot of the industry wants to hear some op talk,
I, I
op rap
I
or
kind of got like a
whatever.
little bit of a hot take, but I feel like it's easier to break through when everybody's making the same type of shit if you're doing something different, but it's got to be dope just at the end of the day. You just got to be
Yeah.
just as dope as those dudes rapping street shit but doing something different. But I feel like also who the fuck posted that list? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like who's conducting that list? Who's picking those artists? Like if it's some shit like Thizzler type shit or just like that kind of realm, obviously it's just gonna be street artists. They don't give a fuck about anything else. Because I mean, if we're being honest, probably in Sacramento, those are all the people that get the most clicks type shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, breaking out in that type of scene would lightweight be easier because everyone's making the same type of shit and rapping about the same shit. So it's just like if you super dope and you come in with some different shit and not rapping about street shit, I feel like you're gonna be elevated by everyone who's not listening to anyone on that list. You feel me? Like I feel like
Yeah.
that's like easy fan base tap into because I feel like there's a lot of people trying to be street and sack, but there's also a lot of people not trying to be street and sack. There's also like huge areas where it's like people aren't just trying to like bang street shit all day long, or like even the people that live in the hood, they not trying to hear that shit all day long. You feel me? All types of different people live in the
And
hood.
I would say, yeah, know your audience too. Like, fuck it. If your hometown, if it seems like crowd is not trying to hear that shit, like whatever you got going on, then fuck it. Go push it to where motherfuckers is trying to hear that shit,
Yeah,
and let motherfuckers catch up. Like, I think a lot of artists have that problem of being like, I gotta make it in my
yeah,
hometown before I go anywhere. It's like, nah, bro. The whole point of this whole thing is if you, first of all, what is your goal? Like, if you want to expand, then you have to go.
yeah.
Like, you just have to go. The shit ain't gonna work talking to the same shit to the same people. But yeah. Anywho, you had anything on that, Nico? Before I set it up for the transition here.
I don't even know, really. I almost kind of like don't have a comment almost because like I'm super fucking. I like don't listen to hardly any
Mm-hmm.
of that kind of music, so I'm like just hella removed from it. You know what I mean? Like you sent that list, bro. Literally, the only person I knew was fucking Mozzie and Briss,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and yeah, bro. And like, I mean, rest in peace. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but the only reason I knew about Briss also was just because like Darren. So, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, hell, I don't even have a kind of like a comment because I'm not,
Yeah.
don't fucking know that much about that shit.
Ever since Briss died, I haven't slapped nothing like that other than like, you know, some Briss songs type shit. But like everyone, I don't slap nobody on that list. Like
Yeah.
it's just I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just not for me.
But I do agree with Moose though. I feel like when there is that shit happening where you got this whole group of people in a location, but they're all doing the same thing,
Yeah.
it's literally all you got to do is just fucking just go left, like do something different.
Yeah.
Make sure it's clean, obviously, but you're just gonna fucking
Yeah,
stick
like
out
it'll
so
be
easy.
random, but it'll be like if like how Detroit is right now with like, you know, like the Rio and like Babytrons and shit like that whole scene of Detroit rap. If like Dej Loaf came out today, like she would still blow up, even though she's
Hmm.
that's not like the popular style. Like some
Yeah.
random girl singing and about trap shit is gonna pop off just because it would be so different from what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying, in that
Yeah.
scene. I feel like
Yeah.
Yeah.
shit.
And I also think it might be a little different for where we live, just because it's. I mean, we don't have like the industry isn't out here, so
Yeah, yeah,
so the things that do pop
True.
is the street shit. Like,
yeah.
and if people are on some other shit, they're damn near going to L.A.
Yeah,
or the
that's what I
Bay.
was gonna say. All the
Yeah,
Sac
that
artists
makes
that are
sense.
on different shit get love from LA and like other places and shit, and like the
They
Bay
damn near don't
Area
even.
type shit.
They damn near barely rep Sac until like they don't even mention that shit until
Yeah.
like yeah. But anywho, so first impressions. I mean, doing this, we're music artists. We love music. And so when we record these podcasts on Fridays, which is when most of the industry drops new music, so I figure we're gonna end up talking about maybe the newest drops day of or a weekend based off the last
Yeah, yeah,
drops,
yeah.
right? So I think it'd be a cool time to see what y'all been slapping, or just heard about. So first impressions, y'all got any music that y'all are slapping? Moose, go
Let
ahead.
me hop up in my music shit. So the first one that popped up that was still on my fucking, I slap off the YouTube Music shout out, kind of random, but I pay for YouTube Premium, so that shit comes with YouTube Music and it's got everything that's
They
on
ain't going
Spotify
nowhere.
and shit. So
YouTube ain't going
Yeah.
nowhere.
so you know what I'm saying. So I rock with the YouTube Music, but Ralphie the Plug just dropped his first album of 2022. I think it's called Pastor Ralphie 2.
Oh wow.
And that shit's pretty hard. I've been fucking with it and slapping it. I feel like he's been going hard ever since Draco died, like extra hard. Like he dropped I think like a video 2 days after Draco died type shit. He's
Yeah.
just been going kind of hard ever since. But yeah, it's called Pastor Ralphie 2. I think it might have dropped today or yesterday. I know it just dropped. And I've been slapping it. A few of the songs he had videos out for. Probably the shit I'm banging the most is the first song. I mean, I know he put that first. It's like the little tribute to Draco called "The Truth Hurts," and that shit's super hard. I would recommend anyone to go slap that shit. And then he's got a lot of other, you know what I'm saying, good songs on there. He's got some good little. It's funny because he's got some Sac artists on. He got DB Bout a Bag on there.
Oh, for real?
Stockton. He got Slow B. He got my dude Money Sign Suede, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Money Sign Suede. So he's got a couple of little features on there, but the bars are clean, the beats are all hard, and that little Draco tribute is super tough. So I think that's pretty much it. I slapped some of the new Young Boy shit. I think that one's called Colors. I think
Colors?
that shit's called.
Yeah,
it's called Colors. I fuck with a couple songs off there. I just need to slap it more, but I've been liking what I'm hearing from the new Young Boy shit. I know he's in some beef versus Lil Durk in them right now, but I don't really pay that shit no mind. I've just been slapping the music really, and he's been making some pretty good music. I've never really been a big fan of him like in the past, but I've been fucking with it. But that's
real quick.
What was his name again?
The first one's Ralphie the Plug. It's Draco's brother. And then the other one's NBA YoungBoy.
Oh yeah,
His
well,
new
yeah,
album.
yeah. Fucking Ralphie the Plug. I didn't know about him.
Yeah,
he was
his
there
shit's
at
hard.
he was there at Once Upon a Time in LA too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. He was
slid
there.
to that.
Damn.
Real quick, Nico, before because you brought up, Ralphie and R.I.P. Draco, it reminded me. Also, I didn't really listen to it yet, but they dropped Long Live Dolph as well, and it's like the Paper Route Empire, his crew
It's like a tape
dropped like
album.
it's like 8 songs out, pretty much on platforms, and I think like at least I heard the first song, it was kind of just talking about long live Dove, like it just had him fucked up, like had their boys fucked up over there, as I can only imagine, man. That shit's crazy, but I did want to give it a shout out because that reminded me of that, and
Rest in peace Dolph, rest in peace Draco. I slapped that Keylock song Proud. That shit's like a tribute to Young Dolph, and that shit's super hard too. So all the little tribute songs to Dolph and Draco have been fucking tough so far, and that's the best way to honor the homie is making a banger.
Keep going.
Tribute.
And I gotta give it to them. I gotta give it to them because paying attention starting, really extensively paying attention to music last year, like that they were on my like list of like one of the most like hardest working little groups of last year, like Key Glock, Young Dolph, like they were dropping projects back to back to back, singles every week, damn near. Like that shit's real. Like so, shout out to them. Shout out to Young Boy too. I heard the album too. I liked a couple songs on there too, um, and whatnot. But for me, I honestly it really isn't too many projects. It's really like singles that caught my eye that I've been kind of like fucking with. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Not too many projects for me, but I think this guy Azizi Gibson dropped something with Freddie Gibbs. That was really dope. That song's called "Hate to Say It." And then Earth Gang dropped a pretty cool song called "All Eyes on Me." But other than that, these singles, man, they've been popping off lately. So yeah, what you got, Nico?
Yeah, what you been slapping?
People have been coming out busting in January, trying to get popping this year.
Pause.
Fucking, I got 2 different albums that I was kind of slapping the past week. One actually did come out last Friday, and the other one came out in December, but I just found out about it last week, pretty much. So, been treating it like it just came out. But the first one, the one that came out last week, is I've been fucking with Earl's new album called Sick.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't know if y'all gave it a listen, but I fucked with it pretty tough. I fucked with Earl, but sometimes like he's gotten so underground, you know what I mean? Like his shit is real niche. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta really like that type of fucking just underground rap, like weird ass beats. I don't even know how to describe the beats, but no, they're not bad. It's just like so fucking niche.
Yeah, super different.
Yeah. And so in the past, like I'll slap his shit and be like, bro, this shit is hard. Like he's on here gassing. Then it's like I can't really slap it. Like I can't find like the time and place for me to slap this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's still kind of the same shit for this new album, but I feel like it came around a little bit, and like this new one is definitely, it's like easier on the ears for like the average listener. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's definitely that Earl shit where he's on there just spitting. There's like different types of beats. Like it's not Actually, I think this one is all Alchemist, right? Do you guys remember?
I think so. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, this one's all Alchemist, and I think maybe that's probably what has a good, that probably plays a good role in that of why I actually liked it more, because Alchemist producing, like you're gonna get more, like pleasing beats that a lot of people would like. You know what I mean? But that shit's hard. Like, I don't know if y'all give it a listen, but if not, you should check it out at least once. He was on their gas, and I was like, this shit is tight. His shit's always tight, but like I said, I actually returned to it pretty soon to listen to it again.
And this here says that Young Guru was the engineer for the whole entire album, Jay-Z's longtime engineer. So that's pretty clean.
Oh shit, that is tight. The ones I think, just off the top of my head, the song Vision, I don't even know who it features. It's like Zaloopers or something. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that song Vision is tight. Like whoever Zaloopers is, maybe it's 2 people, maybe it's just one. I don't remember, but they were on their gassing also. I fucked with that shit. The other album that I've been slapping super tough, bro, is the fucking Wiz dropped the album last month with Cardo and Sledgen. And it's fucking clean. Like it sounds like a fucking, yeah, it sounds like a third, like if you made a trilogy and said Kush, or like a Cardo Wiz trilogy, and it said you could literally go Kush Orange Juice, Taylor Alderdice, and like this could be a third. It would be the third best one of the trilogy because those 2 are so good. But this shit's good. Like it fits in, and it didn't disappoint, bro. I was like thoroughly surprised and like hella like satisfied. You know what I mean? I was like, bro, this is actually tight. I don't know the last time I've been able to slap some Wiz shit and be like, I'm literally so glad that this shit is not corny or weak ass bars. Like he was on there gassing. The beats were hella tight. Like it was just clean. I fuck with it. He really like returned to form on that shit. You know what I mean?
That's clean.
That shit is stupid hard. He got a song called Black Tarantino. It's my favorite.
Yeah, I gotta check that one out. I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, Black Tarantino is my favorite song off there so far, but there's a lot of really good ones. I don't, I meant to talk about this on the last pod, but Wiz was on $1 million Worth of Game
Oh
like
yeah.
a week or
Yep,
two after
I
this shit
watched
came
that.
out. The first song, oh, you watched it? Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
first song is hard. That's from the album. That's like the
Okay,
second song
yeah,
of the
that shit
album.
was tough. Yeah, and Wiz
Hmm.
was just on the No Jumper AD's podcast on No Jumper like a couple of days ago, and it was a
Hmm.
good ass
For real?
podcast and shit. Yeah, because him and AD I guess are hella cool homeboys and shit. But I feel like the way Wiz was talking, I feel like he was like talking about like the little Paul Walker song and shit, and I feel like he just had to take that time to really go get that big bag on his little kind of corny shit. But now he's like so
Yeah,
rich, like
but why
he's
not,
so
bro?
rich now that he could
Yeah.
really go back to like really cater into like his true fans type shit. Like he wouldn't make this tape, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, 5 years ago because he was really trying to run up that bag with the, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, he
the
was getting
commercial type
checks.
shit. So I respect it, you know what I'm saying? That shit was, he did drop some shit that was, you know what I'm saying, not for me, but I feel like this one, you know what I'm saying, definitely. I watched that $1 million Worth of Game episode, and that first song was definitely, it sounded like some cushion orange juice type shit for sure.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
real, excuse me, real the production. I feel like you give Wiz the right beat, and it's like
Oh yeah.
He slides on
he'll
that
he'll do good
motherfucker.
on it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
he slides.
He'll slide on that
Activate.
bitch.
Activate.
Same with Earl
Yeah,
though, bro.
motherfuckers get
I've heard like
activated.
two of those Earl songs, bro, and those beats are like, you know what I'm saying, like they're not all like wonky type shit. That's how I describe like some of his beats that he be
Yeah,
picking are like kind of weird and wonky type shit. Like,
yeah.
and these ones
Almost
are,
sound like a headache.
yeah, these like a fever dream type shit. But the new shit
Yeah,
is like,
that's better.
the new shit is the ones that I've heard is like pleasant, you know, what I'm saying, on the ears, and like obviously Earl's. I feel like Earl with the bars is like one of the top rappers when it comes to like actual like metaphors and like breaking bars down type shit, and his flow like is so different and like weird, but also like, you know what I'm saying. I wouldn't say weird, more like unique. It's like one of the most unique flows like ever. I feel like his shit is tough
Yeah,
when he's on the right beat.
bro, he's clean. That shit clean.
Shout out
Also,
to
actually, this just reminded me. You know what made me feel old? Even though I know we're not old, but we're young adults. You know what I'm saying? But we are. You know what I mean? We're not kids anymore. And bro, I fucking saw like a couple months ago. I told you guys I went to that Lupe Fiasco concert, and you know you're getting old when like your favorite artists, they're no longer like going on. They're no longer touring new albums. The motherfuckers are going on tour, and the shit says performing, and then it'll tell you what album they're gonna
Oh yeah,
perform.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I saw Lupe, and it was like Lupe Fiasco performing Food and Liquor. So I was like, oh, bro, I'm pulling up.
Yeah,
Like if it
that's
was a
crazy.
normal show, I might not have gone.
Yeah,
But I was like, Food and Liquor, I gotta go. But that I kind of expected because Lupe's been around for a long time, like
longest. Yeah.
almost 20 years at this point.
Yep.
And but what really tripped me out, bro, is they announced I forget the name of the festival, but they announced this new festival in LA this week, like some smoking festival type shit. It's a
Yeah,
music festival, but they call it something about smoking. It's hella weed artists
I've seen that.
and
I
Wiz
think you sent that
Khalifa.
flyer.
Um,
performing Cushion
yeah,
OJ,
and
right?
yes, bro, Wiz Khalifa performing Cushion Orange Juice. I haven't literally this is the first time he's ever done that.
That's
Like
crazy.
fucking, and I'm like, bro, some shit that came out in high school and he's going on a 10. I mean, it's been over 10 years now, but
Yeah,
literally on a,
Mixtape.
like some
and it's a mixtape. Wiz Khalifa performing a mixtape from 2010,
yeah,
bro,
like these motherfuckers
and it's
that
a
like
headliner
was
shit.
our top artists when we was in high school is like now like legacy type acts type shit. Like that shit's crazy to
Hmm.
think about.
Yeah,
And
Well,
like Wiz is really
talking
gonna be
about
like Snoop soon. You know what I'm saying? Like hella old
yeah.
with gray hair is
yeah,
performing like straight hits. You feel me? Like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
yes,
Well,
yeah.
speaking about legacy artists and just the top artists,
And
especially
Pittsburgh artists. Pittsburgh.
from the same area, from real Taylor uh artists. We did this thing.
In high
It
school.
was just recent, yeah, especially in high school. It was just Nico remind me of the date. Mac Miller's birthday.
Yeah,
Uh,
would be 30th birthday. We wish we could seen that motherfucker grow old and get gray hair and shit. Rest in peace, Brody.
yeah.
For real.
So we figured we'd share with y'all maybe our top three Mac Miller songs.
Yeah.
over
And I
the
feel
years.
like it doesn't have to be in order. I feel like the way I picked mine was kind of before Scrilla took one of mine for his list, so I had to make a quick sub. But I was trying to take like different like feels because I feel like Mac Miller was like one of the best people to like bring in like a feeling onto a track and like being able to bring like every feeling on the spectrum to different songs and different albums and like conveying that like in such a way that like you listen to a song and you sad and that bitch is gonna make you way more sad, or you can listen to some other shit and that shit's gonna get you out of that, you know what I'm saying, just depending on what mood you're trying to be in type shit.
Yeah.
I feel like he's, you know what I'm saying, in my top 3 artists at, you know, achieving that goal and like making you feel something on every song.
Okay, well, let's go around, and I definitely agree with all that. He definitely is a master at that, especially being a producer. But let's just go around and share our first song. I'll kick it off just because I'm talking now. I would say probably my favorite song, and these are all just songs for me. This is how I graded them, just things that really stuck with me and I just fuck with like for whatever reason.
It's just all personal. Yeah, it's all personal.
Yeah.
It don't matter if that motherfucker was the least popular song you ever had. If that was your shit, that was your shit.
R.I.P. Mac Miller, man. I think my top song would be "Fight the Feeling," featuring Kendrick Lamar. It came off the project Macadelic. I don't know. This shit just hits me every time, man. And one of the things that really stuck with me, well, I always remember is because they have this YouTube video, or it's on YouTube, and it's like an unofficial music video or something, right? And it's like I think it's like Nike or something. Yeah, and it's like it's just an animation of this dude like figure just running, and it just keeps doing these trippy animations. I suggest everyone to search that shit up. That shit is clean as fuck, and it's just a trippy ass video, and it just kind of it's very inspirational. Shit, I don't know how else to put it, but yeah, definitely check out that song "Fight the Feeling," featuring Kendrick Lamar off of Macadelic.
Bro, it's crazy you mentioned that video because like that's all I associate with that song. That's all I think about when I hear that song. I love that song, bro. That shit is fucking clean.
Yeah.
You got 2 more, Skrilla? You got one?
Oh, should we just do it all 3? Okay.
Yeah, just
run
kind of
it.
a quick run through, yeah.
Okay, cool. And then the other songs, I mean, I really fuck with Objects in the Mirror. It's just like one of those ones, man.
That was my song, Skrilla stole, just for the record.
Yeah. Hey, Matt gave it to all of us, all right? It's ours. Just
the
I mean,
Space Migration version featuring the internet, by the way.
Internet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
really
the
dope.
best one for sure.
So yeah, I mean, I ain't gotta explain that. It's just motherfucker was just awesome. You know, he just the way he arranged everything is just fucking clean as fuck, and his voice.
Yeah,
like,
Objects in the Mirror got Moose through, you know, a couple breakups for sure. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that song.
I really appreciate vocalists that don't have that polished voice but really know how to use their voice. Yeah. And he really does that on that song.
Yeah, he inspires me to sing even though I can't sing for sure. Shout out
to straight up. And then my third song, top 3 song is probably the Best Day Ever bonus track. I just always thought that shit was always clean as fuck to me. You know, so
that has a really good music video too.
Yeah. So shout out, man.
Yeah, that's
that little kid, the little kid running across the grass while the fucking drums are going.
Bro,
you know what I'm talking about?
I haven't seen that.
I gotta check it out.
Hella long.
Oh, that's a really good music video. I mean, it's really the beginning. It's just hella wholesome because that whole intro with the drum cymbals, and then you hear the bing, 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 ding, ding. That shit's all going on. It's just a video of a little kid who looks like Mac Miller. It's a new video, so like, you know, they got some kid to do it, but it's a little white kid with brown hair, and he's just literally like sprinting towards the camera, and the camera's like running away from him, like backing up, and the kid is like running towards the camera, and that's just it. He's like running across this huge green field, like at a random park.
Yeah,
and it's just during the whole intro, and then they're like, the song drops and like it like pans up or something, or maybe it cuts and then you see Mac Miller, he starts rapping, I never take a day off.
That's
just tight.
That's hard. Well,
I'll fuck with that song.
Go ahead, Nico. You go through your top 3.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, you know what I mean? I forgot to think about this topic, even though it was a really good one. But I had just had a little idea because one of my favorite little features about Apple Music and iTunes is that it shows you your play count for any song you've
Okay.
ever had. So I have these play counts of my music on this MacBook that I've had since high school, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So like off this shit, I can pretty much just be so for my top three Mac songs, I'm gonna just go based off the
Yeah.
three that I played the most.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
fair.
mean?
That's fair.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
go bottom to up. So my number three most played Mac song of all time uh, is off Faces, and it's Wedding.
That shit's tough.
I fucking love that song. That's
I,
the
yeah, there's hella
that
faces
shit
songs
goes
that I was deliberating added
hella
to my
Faces
list, bro.
songs, bro. Yes, but it's funny enough because when I was looking at my top three, there's two Faces and then one other. And the two Faces songs, I'm like, that's damn, those are probably my two favorite songs from
Yeah.
Faces. So Wedding was number three. Fucking love that song. Not much to say about it. It's
Yeah,
classic, like song about a girl. You know what I mean? And then my number two most played Mac song, and I'll call it my number two Mac song, is Funeral, also off
yeah.
Faces.
That shit's
I
tough
fucking
too.
love that song. Used to smoke to that shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
so tough. I had it on a burnt CD actually.
Yeah.
I had both these songs on a burnt. I had a playlist of like smoking music, and both these songs are on it. Actually, it's kind of funny. So it's crazy to think all the plays that aren't even here to like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
But
Wow.
there's those two, and then my number one Mac song of all time uh, is off of Swimming, and it's the intro, "Come Back to Earth."
That's
That's
clean.
that's for sure my favorite Mac Miller song ever, bro. Like
That's clean.
I've cried to that song hella times. Like that shit hits
Oh,
different, bro.
Yeah,
That shit
I
hits
gotta
way
go run that
different.
shit back. I haven't heard that shit in a
Especially
minute.
that shit. That's the intro to your album that dropped a month before you pass, and the
Yeah.
shit called "Come Back to." Like you can find those references everywhere in his music. Like
Yeah.
we already know that, but like that shit is just so direct. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So fucking obvious. It's like that shit's crazy, bro.
That's tough.
I
I'm
love
gonna
that
have to
song.
slap that shit today or tonight.
yeah.
Yeah, that shit's tough.
All right, these aren't really in any order because I just was like trying to order. I was trying to pick. I had like fucking 20 songs I could fucking add to this list and shit. But so I just try to, like I said, like add three songs that like conveyed a different feeling, but that I love still. So I'll just
Hmm.
start with number three, Rush Hour. It's off Good AM. That beat comes in
Bro,
so hard, and then Mac comes on spazzing on that motherfucker. That shit is
that
tough.
shit,
I was just slapping it again. I'm like, bro, I need to add this back into my playlist, like my slap today playlist.
bro.
Like, I
Yeah.
love that fucking song so much, bro.
$50 million.
Yes,
I love that ad lib.
that shit's tough. And then I had to go back since Kids was the first real shit that I slapped from Mac Miller. That I was in love with that whole fucking shit. I know every word to probably every song on there. But Outside, you know what I'm saying? From Kids. We can
Mm.
smoke this blunt outside because it's nice out and we can get out. That shit was tough,
Yeah,
bruh. I was just slapping that shit too. And then number one, bro, it's I'm glad Scrilla had a little Macadelic song on there, but mine is The Question featuring Lil Wayne. Oh my god, bro,
bro.
that shit is so fucking tough, bro. Mac Miller fucking spazzes on that shit, and then Lil Wayne comes in and murders that motherfucker, bro. Oh my god. I got this new chopper and I hold it like an infant or whatever he said on that motherfucker. That shit was
Yes,
crazy. This flag is
dude.
crimson. That shit was stupid. He was going crazy on that motherfucker. I've slapped that song like fucking. I slapped it when it came out, and then like 5 years later, and like fucking 20 or like 6 years later in 2014, for some reason it just ended up back on my playlist, and I listened to it on repeat like 1,000 times. I swear in my car, bro. I just used to listen to it on repeat because I loved it so much.
That song is so good. It's crazy. It's funny you said that because as Skrilla was talking, I was trying to check my like top three songs, right? But as I was doing that, he said "Fight the Feeling," and I literally wrote down "question." I just like typed down "question" because I was like, oh, that just made me think of that song.
Yeah,
So I was like, if I can't find these songs fast enough, I might mention it.
yeah,
That song is hella good, bro. What am I doing here? And
Yeah,
just echoes
bro.
hella.
I've smoked and done so many different drugs that I shouldn't name on this pod right now to that fucking song. Oh my god, I fucking love that song, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I used to be geeking to that motherfucker, driving around in my fucking Infinity, bro. Good fucking times, I'll tell you what. But shout out to
Man.
That's a
Mac Miller,
good ass
man.
song.
Happy
Yeah,
happy B Day
R.I.P.
to the
Happy
bro,
birthday.
man. He gonna live forever with the shit he
R.I.P.
dropped, bro. Straight up,
R.I.P.
and
to
hopefully,
God.
you know what I'm saying, his camp keep dropping shit because the shit they've been dropping, like, you know what I'm saying, after he died, has all been fire. I've been fucking with it. That's like one of the like little, what is it called, post
Posthumous. Posthumous.
posthumous little like handling of a career, like, you know what I'm saying, ever damn near. Like they haven't dropped nothing that was like not handled well, I feel like.
Bro, they doing that shit right. They dropped a fucking box set for swimming and circles
That's tough.
together. It's shit.
Wow.
I don't know if you can read it.
Yeah,
It
yeah, yeah,
literally
yeah.
says
That's just
swimming
clear
in
as fuck.
circles.
Yeah, that's clean.
Got a pic of bruh. And it's both albums in there. I think light blue is swimming and dark blue
That's
is
tough.
circles.
Yeah.
And then there's a big photo book. But it's like, bro, they're putting so much
Yeah.
respect on his name.
Yes,
You
as
know
they
what I mean?
should. Yeah, as
As they
all these
should.
artists should, bro. It's sad to see like a label just fucking slut out someone who's fucking dead just because they had some songs laying around type shit. Like
Yeah.
the Mac Miller should be the fucking poster child for how to fucking handle artists shit when they pass away unexpectedly type shit.
Straight up. And the fact that they got faces onto streaming and like vinyl and
Yes,
shit
yeah,
is impressive. Like, you know, they're because
and
and they
and
didn't
it
even get everything. Like,
and
they missed
fucking
out on a
kids
couple
is
samples, but
got
it's,
added not too long ago too, didn't it? Kids,
yeah,
that
yeah,
shit always had
kids,
problems. He got sued like fucking 10 times over that fucking project. So
bro, he
like they're
got sued
putting
for
in
Kool-Aid.
work to clear shit, bro. That's respect to Mac Miller's camp, bro. For real. Yeah, yeah. This is just like a weird ass topic that I seen. Some like let me go to the fucking information I had. So this is like MIT researchers did this study on Facebook pages, some of the biggest Facebook pages on Facebook, most focusing on the most popular pages for Christian and Black American content. And they found out that it was all, at least on the Christian side, 19 out of 20 of the top Christian pages on Facebook were being ran by Eastern European troll farms. They're coming from Russia, supposedly. So this is one company that owns all these Facebook pages, some like BLM pages, and like some like major Christian like pages. And they were pretty much saying that their whole goal is just to post like inflammatory shit to get people arguing, and it's like a Cold War kind of tactic type shit to like take people's attention and like make people like lose faith in the American system type shit. And it's just crazy. Like, I got some stats right here. As of October 2019, around 15,000 Facebook pages with the majority U.S. audience were being run out of Kosovo and Macedonia. Collectively, those troll farm pages, which the report treats as a single page for comparison purposes, reach 140 million U.S. users monthly and 360 million global users weekly. Walmart's page, just in comparison, reached the second largest audience at 100 million. And it says the troll farm pages produce the largest Christian American page on Facebook, 20 times larger than the next largest, reaching 75 million U.S. users monthly. And then it says 95% of whom had never followed any of the other pages, pretty much. It says they produce the largest African American page on Facebook, 3 times larger than the next largest, reaching 30 million U.S. users monthly. The second largest Native American page on Facebook, the 5th largest women's page on Facebook. And it's all troll farms from Russia and this like one company that's being funded by the Russian government to post shit that they know is gonna like make people argue, and it's like some weird Cold War tactic type shit to get like the American population on Facebook to just like go at it with each other. And they said they even went as far as to like organize rallies between, like, they would have a Trump page, they organize a rally in a city, and they would have the BLM rally organized in the same city so that they could like you know, ignite like feuds between them on the same day and have them like, you know, organized like across the street from each other type shit. So I just thought that shit was totally insane. Like motherfuckers on Facebook are literally just getting fucking fooled. Like that shit's just crazy. Like I just couldn't even
Yeah.
like fathom like that shit was real. Like Russia's really just running Facebook, and all these Americans are just listening and like writing for those pages and shit. Like that shit's crazy.
Oh, bro, this
That's
is tough.
so dumb, bro.
Tough, because like the majority of folks don't think like I mean like we, you know, I don't, we're not geniuses or nothing, but like you know, we pay attention and we're on top of things. I mean, politically, somewhat. Like, I'm involved locally, but like, we're in bubbles, right? Most of the American people are fucking ignorant to hella
Yeah.
shit, and to me, this shit's it's funny, but it's also very fucking scary because,
Yeah, because they
like,
were saying that they all
yeah,
popped up right before the 2016 election. So it was
yeah,
all
yeah, I
like to
bet,
help influence like election shit and like all kinds of shit like that. And also that, what the fuck was I just about to say? I forgot what the fuck I was just about to say, but I just thought that shit was so crazy that was just like a reality
yeah,
in the fucking world, that like all these pages are being ran. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. The top page that has the most like followers on Facebook, the name of it is called "Yo Baby Daddy Ain't Shit," and it's like posting a bunch of memes like about like single moms and shit like that, and trying to like pretty much have like a bunch of women just shit on their baby daddy in the comments. So they like have the lingo down. Like they're passing. It doesn't look Russian at all. Like unless these MIT motherfuckers like really did the research and found this out. Like they got the lingo down. They got all the shit that you need to really fool a motherfucker. But it's being ran out of these weird troll farms. Like it's so
that's
fucking odd. I just thought that was so crazy. Like I'm so glad I don't use fucking Facebook like that.
this
Bro.
point, yeah. All this media shit, man, it's all somewhat controlled by something, bro. It's like just a newer form. Like even the newspapers back then, you know, rich ass motherfuckers would just buy the fucking
Yeah, like the
the
little
company.
column and shit. Or the whole company that makes the fucking newspapers.
Yeah, I mean, like start off with Rockefeller, now you got Bezos doing it. Like it's just the new iteration, and now with social media, it's like anybody can say, yeah, that shit's sick, dude. I would say, fucking turn off the computer and check on your kids.
For
Like,
real.
that,
Straight up.
like that's
And stop worrying about what other fucking people are doing. Go get you a fucking
yeah,
bag. How about that? You
yeah,
old motherfuckers.
I
straight up,
hate Facebook.
yeah,
The fact that Facebook exists and people fucking like
Live and die by that
old
shit.
people just bro, oh man, that shit gives me like anxiety almost just thinking of all the fucking weird, stupid, pointless conversations that people are having all across
Yes.
the internet that just like don't need to exist and just but you know they take it super seriously or like are super invested.
They will die about
It
that
literally makes
opinion.
me feel weird, bro. I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I don't know, bro. My mom would say, check that thing I sent you on Facebook. I was like, all right, and I open it, and the first thing I see is like, I don't even scroll, but like the post that's on the screen right there, I'm just like, oh my god, like
Yeah, the like
I
the
just read it. I
thumbnail.
read the
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm just like, I see the two main top comments, and I'm like, yo, this is literally making me uncomfortable of how like it's weird, bro, because you're watching and reading people have conversations that are so out of touch, but the conversations are happening right now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
when they can
It's like, how
literally
are
just
you
like
this out
Google
of
their
touch?
own opinion and see that it's just like they're just spewing like fucking misinformation type shit. Like you could just
Yeah,
Google like what you think, and some shit will pop up, and you could just read some shit and read a few articles and be like, oh, maybe what I was fed on fucking whatever news site I was watching is some bullshit, or what the algorithm fed me might have actually been some Russian troll account. like, like,
bro.
and I'm ready to kill a motherfucker over this shit. Like that shit's crazy.
Getting
yeah.
radicalized on Facebook.
Yeah,
Fuck out of here.
but on a little lighter note, bro, I had sent y'all all some little pics of some kicks, man.
Oh,
I got this
sick.
shit, man. Cop it or stop it, brother.
Some
So
kick picks.
we just
Pick it or kick it.
yeah, pick it or kick it, stop it or cop it. You feel me? So we gonna just run through these. I'm gonna start with the Yeezy joints and just go, swipe to the right from there. These is just
Okay.
new releases. They either already dropped, about to drop, or they drop in February at the latest. The first
Okay.
one is the Adidas Yeezy 500 Blush. The colorway, it looks like it dropped. It drops tomorrow, the 22nd. Gonna retail for $200. What's up with y'all, man? Cop it or stop it? It's kind of an off-white kind of color. The 500, the little Yeezy 500 silhouette. I fuck with that. But what y'all think about it?
I would rock it.
Yeah,
So
I got
I don't know
the.
if I would
So you would cop it?
I don't know. Like, I wouldn't cop it, but I would rock. It's just the only thing stopping me is the price point.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I fuck with it. I mean, I got the. I don't even know what the name of the colors, but they're like purple. They're like same silhouette,
Yeah.
and they're comfortable as fuck. I like kind of like the chunkiness of it. I fuck with it. I fuck with the colors. I guess I would cop. I'm not going to, but I would cop.
Yep. Cop it. Nico said
Yeah.
I would
cop
cop.
it.
I don't have a pair, so I'd cop.
Yeah, I would say cop it if I didn't have to pay $350 on the resale. You know what I'm saying? I would cop
Mhm.
it, but I'm fucking with the
Yeah.
colorway. It's like the little off white kind of cream color, so that could
Yeah,
go
I
with
like
hella
that.
shit. And then it's not an all white shoe, so you know what I'm saying. You could get a couple scuffs on them, and they will still look decent type shit. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
I think we got cop it's all around for these. Moving
Okay.
on to the next one, we got the Bape Reebok Club C collab. Looks like they dropped today. They retail for 150. What y'all feeling about the Reebok Club
Wait,
C Bape collab?
wait, that one didn't get sent through. Oh, Reebok
Yeah,
Club C,
yeah,
you
the
said?
one you
Let's
Oh,
see.
loved. You love that one.
uh,
Yeah,
oh yeah. No, for some reason I didn't know they were Bape. I didn't even realize they were Bape. Those
yeah,
are clean. What the fuck? I think I like Reebok's classic style. Like I just like that the red, white, and blue shit. Like not numeric shit, but like that's actually the UK shit they always got. So I don't know. I really like Reebok's like classic style like that, and the fact it's Bape is just kind of just adds to a little clean.
yeah. 150 is not bad.
Wait,
For
One
sure.
fifty is not bad. Yeah.
wait. So, you telling me those are Reeboks?
Yeah, those Club C's, the all whites.
Those are Reeboks.
Yeah.
Reebok
Shit. Well,
Bape.
motherfucker might need to go rebox them shits. Cause
Okay.
stop it,
Stop it. We got
stop
our
it,
first
man,
stop it of the night. Let's
stop
go.
it. I love
Appreciate it.
Bape. I love Bape, but I just don't like these shoes personally. I don't think it's
Yeah.
ugly either, but I wouldn't cop it or rock it for myself.
Yeah.
I feel it. I'm gonna. This is tough because I fuck with the little Reebok, the little classics and shit. I had some that I rocked to work for a hot minute, and they was cool, little casual. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. You could rock them with the little polo, and they look good and shit. But I don't know how I feel about these. I just. I'm just gonna go ahead and say stop it, just because I'm not super hyped on them, but I don't hate them either. It's just I'm not really into the red, white, and blue little stitching little type shit.
Mhm.
I don't
These are
know.
some real tennis shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah. These are like
yeah.
real
I don't know. I
tennis.
fuck with the Reebok classics, but I'm gonna go ahead and say stop it on these.
And it's
Alright.
like, is it like inverted too? So like, or like the two shoes, like the gum stitching or whatever. One of them's red, one of them's blue.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah, they're different
Wait.
colors. At least on the
Oh
toe. On
yeah.
the toe, it's different, but the rest of the shoe looks like they're the same. Oh no, no, the
Right.
stitching on the side
No,
it looks like is
yeah,
inverted
the
too.
side one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
little
tough.
details.
Yeah, no, that's clean.
Oh
That
yeah.
is
Bape's
cool.
always gonna do some little shit like that, but I'm still gonna say stop it, even though that's cool.
Yeah. Also, being it feels like a lazy collab. They put a Bape tag
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
tongue.
Yeah,
true.
that's true. And Bape hasn't been the same, right? It's since.
No, Inigo left hella long ago,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
and
not the
ever since
Nigo
then, it's
elitist
been
type
like,
of person, but I feel like Bape still drops some pretty cool shit. But this is
Yeah.
I would just say they definitely have a lot more misses since he's
Yeah.
sold
Yeah.
shit.
For sure.
Mhm.
Okay, moving on. We got the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2. We got the blue tint. I honestly didn't even see the blue tint part. I just thought those was white. They're
Mhm.
dropping. Looks like tomorrow. They're retailing for 220. What's up? Cop it or stop it?
I'm gonna
I don't.
have to stop these
It reminds me of
only
like
because
Christmas.
I just even the I it's weird because I like the way that Yeezy shoes look before you put them on someone's foot. Yeezy
uh,
Boost specifically,
Yeah,
like these ones, these little 350s. I think they look hella tight, but I don't think they look good once you try to put them on with a fit.
I feel
I
that.
don't know. That's just me though. That's just me.
I feel that. I
yeah,
feel that.
I can see that.
What?
Yeah, I don't.
So Nico says stop it. Skrilla, what you thinking?
It's tough because like, yeah, I wouldn't. Well, it's all based off me. Okay,
Yeah.
I wouldn't cop these. I wouldn't cop them, but um, yeah, I don't. Yeah, these all these red, white, and blue ass shoes.
I was
The
about to say that too.
like, I like the blue tint, but I don't know with the red. It looks like fucking Frosty the Snowman shoe. Like it looks like a
True,
little
it does. Yeah,
little.
abominable snowman ass shoes for sure.
Take that red off, and I kind of like that. I don't know what you would call that, but like a snakeskin
Yeah,
type
it's almost
design.
like the Yeezy kind of zebra print type shit almost.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I would like it if it didn't have the red. So I would say stop it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I might. I mean, I'm sure somebody's gonna put on a fit, and I'm gonna be like, those look good with that fit. But I feel like Yeezy Boosts just don't look good on big motherfuckers. Like when you have a big foot,
Yeah.
or you just a heavier set dude.
Yeah.
I feel like every motherfucker looks like they leaning in them motherfuckers when they
Yeah, it
put them
just
on.
spills over.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be rocking any of the 350s anytime soon with that big ass sole. But I do like the shoe. It's just what I'm saying, not for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and say stop it too.
Hmm.
Moving on, we got the Bape.
Unanimous stop.
Yeah, that's a unanimous stop. And I'm sorry, Kanye, we love you, Brody, but
Yeah.
we gonna stop that
Hey,
one.
shooters gonna shoot, and they gonna miss.
Moving on, we got the Bape Reebok Insta Pump Furies. Man, these are very interesting looking. They're dropping. They dropped today. Retailed at $200. What y'all thinking, man? The mismatch joints with the pump, the Bape pump, though. I seen somebody on a podcast call them the Bape nipples on the shoe.
Yeah, the
Bruh, these
nubs.
are interesting.
Personally, nah, I wouldn't. But I feel like they also could have. Like, I feel like they're a little late too. I feel like if this came out like 2016 or something,
Yeah,
remember
the
when
multi
all
camo pants.
yeah, all that
For
shit, that little
sure.
hype. But I mean, I'm not terribly mad at it, but uh, yeah, I'm cool off it. I think it's cool for what it is, but for me,
Stop it.
stop it, stop
Stop
it.
it. All right, what you thinking, Nico?
Chunkiness at the bottom too.
Yeah, I guess just stop it. I don't even need that many explanations. I like things about I like the idea like how they're mismatched. I like that. I like that there's not just like a classic silhouette or something, you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
kind of unique and shit. I fuck with the pump, like that shit's always cool.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, I'm looking at them and I'm like, maybe if they were really comfy running shoes, I would buy them to work out. You know what I mean? But like, I'm not gonna cop these.
Yeah, because them
Yeah,
bitches
so
gonna be
so
like
I'm
four
stopping it.
fifty on the resale too. So
Yeah, yeah.
these
So
also aren't
I
symmetrical either. Like it's camo and then it's blue. Oh,
yeah, I
or
feel
is it?
like pulling a fit off with
no, that's all
these
camo.
is gonna be tough, man.
You know, what I mean,
Pulling any type
the
of
wood
fit
red
on,
camo.
like what color? What are you
Yeah,
rocking
I
with
see what
these
you
other
mean.
than a white tee, man?
Bro,
That shit will be
nothing,
tough.
nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like some little, yeah, it's gonna be tough. I'm
You
gonna,
got to wear like all black,
yeah, or
make them pop,
yeah, white
or
tee and
white.
some black pants
Yeah.
type shit.
Hmm.
But I fuck with Bape. I fuck with pumps. But I mean, I fucked with pumps when I was like 9 years old. I'm not gonna lie. The silhouette is kind of but ugly to me now. Um,
Hmm.
and I love Bape,
and
but yeah, there's just too much going on, especially with not loving the shoe so much. Maybe if this was on like a Jordan, I might feel different or something, just because I'm kind of brainwashed. But The silhouette, along with how much is going on, along with the fucking pumps, is just it's too much for me.
How do you feel about the
Stop
toes
it.
not touching the ground? How do you feel about the
I hate
toes?
any type of shoes like that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I hate when shoes look like little goblin shoes, bro. Little goblin shoes ain't for me, brother. And then
Little
there's
fucking
They're lifted ups. They're like shape ups.
and then there's that
the
big
little
ass space from the heel to the fucking like
yeah.
the balls
Yeah,
Get a
of your
rock
feet.
wedged in there. You get a little rock or
bro.
a load wedged in
Yes,
there.
Yeah, you're gonna have some foot problems rocking these. But
you
Little
could
rock.
you could literally trip. You could trip with that, really.
yeah, you're gonna twist your ankle or
Your
something.
heel catches something, like your toe clears it, but your fucking heel catches
Yeah,
it.
yeah. There ain't
You know
nobody.
how stupid that would be? You trip and it's not the front of your foot. It was the
The middle of your foot. That would be tragic.
Oh.
I would be fucking
Moving
mad.
on, we just got a couple more. We got the Air Jordan 3 Cardinal. Looks like this dropping on 24th of February, retailing at 200. What y'all think? Cop it or stop it?
I almost have a question before I answer. Is what's the difference between these and white cements?
It looks like the red's a little bit different color, and then they got the red at the top, and then there's like a little bit of it's like a almost goldish orange, like a burnt orange on the lace.
see.
Oh, on
holes
the
and on the
Jumpman
tongue.
and the holes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I do see that. That
And-
makes sense.
And then that red hue is a different little hue of red.
Yeah, it's a little darker, huh?
The cardinal red.
Yeah. I'll cop these. I like threes. I like this three is my favorite Jordan, so I would cop these. I think they look good. I would rather have like the cements, but presented with this option, I would cop.
What you thinking, Scrilla?
I've never really been a Jordan guy. And I think they're you know what? I really like the like from the heel and then like the mid down. Like the thing I don't like the most, I think that does it for me. I don't know why. I don't like that texture of that like in the middle of the shoe. I don't know what you call it. Like that
Just where it's rougher.
yeah, it has like that text.
It
Not
has
the-
like hella creases almost without being
yeah.
creased.
Yeah, I
Not-
forget
not
the
what-
cement.
I was just on Nike ID and they had a certain word for it. It was some type of leather, but I forget what it's called. Wrinkled leather.
It's not
or
yeah,
something like that.
not the cracked cement shit, but like
yeah,
the
I know
yeah.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
The elephant print.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. I don't know. If it was like sleeker and clean to me, like you know what I mean,
Yeah.
I probably would fuck with it. But for me, I really like that. I didn't even notice that. What do they call it? Light curry on there? Yeah, like the yellow ish. I like that. I like this color way.
That butter chicken on there.
That I like that ghee. That's what you call that butter. You don't know about that. But yeah, for me, I'd have to pass the rock. Just I don't like that texture, man.
So when that
cool color.
when that EDD hit, you ain't cop no J's, bro. Be honest.
Fuck no, I'm
Okay,
cool.
Okay, he really ain't a J man because everybody had J's when that motherfucking EDD was in.
I'm cool. You know what? I did cop. Fuck the one pair of Jordans I did cop.
There we go. The truth comes out, baby.
It was the space. No, not the Space Jams. The Martians.
What was they, sevens or something?
I don't even know. See, that's what they're just clean. I think they're 8s. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
little straps.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that makes sense because aren't there Bugs Bunny 8s?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
So maybe they did a little like theme.
Yeah, they got 7s and 8s, little hair 7s.
Oh, okay.
Same ones that can do the Olympic 8s. Does that make sense?
No, I think
There's
that's
Olympic 7s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then
7s,
I don't know what the fuck.
yeah, yeah.
But Martians, them shits were clean.
8s have the rubber tongue with like the button
And
button that you could click and like
the
fasten.
furry logo and shit that's split in 3 and shit too on the J logo.
Oh yeah. I know. I remember.
They had the Aqua 8s and shit. But the 3s, I'm Mr. 3 man. Just ordered some more 3s and shit, and I'm gonna say stop it. I'm just I'm not feeling the red, the cardinal red color. The rest of the shoe is cool, and then I like that burnt orange kind of goldish, but I just feel like it doesn't go with this shoe at all. It doesn't really make sense. It's nowhere else other than on the tongue logo and the little lace holes, and I just copped some other 3s, and they just got some random orange on the bottom of them when they have no orange anywhere else. So it's like, Why y'all just love throwing a little bit of random orange on some threes? So I'm gonna go stop it.
Stop that. Shit.
And then the last
I feel
one,
it.
it's the Air Jordan 12 playoffs, dropping February 19th. It doesn't have a price, but I'm gonna say they're gonna retail for 200, 220 probably. What y'all thinking? Stop it or cop it? This is the ultimate hood homie shoe right here.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm cool. That's the texture everywhere on this one. I don't like.
Bro, it's funny you don't like that tech. I like seeing that texture on these type of shoes because then it's like that's what makes it look like leather and shit. When it's smooth, to me, it looks like synthetic fake materials that are like lesser quality.
You know what? On this shoe though, I'm not too mad at it because it's black too. But like, I don't know. I just don't like Jordans, bro. I'm not.
Yeah. If you're not into Jordans, then I feel you're not liking that material. But I don't know. I used to like 12s, but they just kind of been hoed out. I feel like by all the hood, all the hood homies been, you know what I'm saying, rocking them yellow and black joints and just with the worst fucking outfits and shit. And I just feel like,
what were those called? What was those called?
I forget what they called. I have to look them up, but it's just I think I'm just I'm too old for 12s. They too high. They go too high up on your ankle and shit. You could only rock them with pants. You're gonna look crazy in some shorts and 12s. You're gonna look like you're trying to rob some shit. So
literally, I always be seeing dusty versions of these shoes.
Ankle socks and 12s keep your wallet close. You know what I'm saying? You might want to switch it from the back pocket to the front because a motherfucker like that is ready to steal a 5 out your wallet. So
just a 5.
We gonna say unanimous stop it?
Yeah, stop it because I feel like I've seen playoffs my whole life.
Yes, for sure. All right, shit, that was about all I had on my fucking list. Y'all got anything else y'all want to throw out?
I got.
I got one too. Or I have one left, but Scrilla, go for it.
No, I said that's all I got.
It's all on you, Nico.
Oh shit! All right, so I think Moose suggested this. Maybe I'm tripping, but the little prompt was like the best rapper who's also a producer and or best producer who's also a rapper.
Yes.
But out right now though.
Okay, yeah.
Because there's a lot of them throughout history, including Mac Miller, R.I.P. But obviously we can't include him because you know what I mean.
Yeah, I forgot. I proposed it and then just didn't ever think about it again. But that's a good ass one.
I was trying to think about my picks.
I feel like
because I have a
handful. Know what your pick is, bro.
Well, look, so I didn't want to say Kanye because I'm like, that's just, it's too easy.
It's stereotypical.
It's too easy. And you know what? I want to give you a real reason, though, because I really thought about this shit, bro. I was really thinking about it. And, like, I was like, out right now Kanye, this motherfucker is like the talk of the town, right? Like, he's popping. But I'm like, nowadays he's so collaborative and everything he does, he's all about everyone collaborating, get everyone in the stew. We're all doing this, making the cleanest shit.
Solely producing his own track and then solely rapping on him.
Yeah, like I'm Martin. Donda is the ultimate like collab project. You know, he didn't produce every single beat, all 100%. Like no way. Yeah. You know, they have so many producers in there. They're all doing their shit. So, not to take away from him, like because I still probably think he's maybe the greatest producer rapper ever.
Yeah.
But just like right now, since he's so collaborative, I want to give like the shine to other people.
Yeah.
But go back to earlier this episode, definitely fucking Tyler Creator, probably like my number one.
Yeah, because he pops up in my head
for the same reason as, or like for the opposite reason of Kanye is this motherfucker Tyler is on the other shit where motherfucker like locks. He's like I'm gonna, especially with Igor. It was probably like. With all his shit, really, but Igor was when he first flexed it and like put it on the album cover, produced, arranged, written, and he's still doing it, like, fucking, he really pops up because it's just like he's doing that shit by himself and just going hard. And then fucking some like honorable mentions. One would be Baby King because he's a producer rapper and he was really popping. Yeah, so he was really popping this past year. He's really blowing up. So I want to just give him a shout out. Maybe not like the best right now.
Yeah, give him some time.
Up and coming for sure.
Real quick. Hot take. Hot take.
I got a scathing take, man.
Bro, Baby Keem, I fuck with a couple songs, but other than that, bro, he pisses me off low key. Like I listen to his album and it's like that shit is so weak to me. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The album as a
Bro,
whole,
you told me you fucked with it.
I fucked with it. The first half of it sucked, bro, and then like towards the end, like there's a couple songs I fucked with. There's literally like 2 or 3 songs I really fuck with, and then there's like some singles he was like cool,
I
but
feel it.
bro, I'll say this: that album was hella disappointing to me. Like, I expected it to be hella better than what it was. Even Family Ties, it's clean because Kendrick first time in a minute, but even that is like, I don't know, bro. I feel like it's low key overrated. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's overrated.
I
I
feel
think
it.
he has I think he has like potential to be hella cleaner, but it feels hella sarcastic and like it's like I don't know. It just feels like
I mean, would you ever really slap in his shit before that, or was that like your introduction?
no. My introduction was like uh shit like
I slapped that one
well
shit
like
where he's getting beat up by the bitches on the cover.
Die for
yeah
my bitch.
Yeah.
The
yeah no
album, I
I didn't
like the
really
album. That
slap
one
all
was
that.
clean.
Yeah, no, I just started getting into him last year. Through
I
his different
think,
singles, but
yeah,
that's why I was
that's
like,
interesting.
okay. And then this album drop, I was like, bro, I don't, like I didn't think it was that
Damn,
clean.
that's interesting. I disagree completely, but I'll let you.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
I
not
continue,
going to talk
continue.
about it.
but yeah, I fuck with
No,
Baby
Moose said
Keem.
he's.
I fuck with Baby Keem.
Yeah,
But
mhm.
I sometimes I just get annoyed by him sounding too much like a little baby Kendrick, but that's probably gonna change as he, what I'm saying, grows into his
Mhm.
own type of
Hmm.
artist type shit. But
Hmm.
shit,
Yeah,
hottest or best motherfucking producer rapper right now that's producing, writing his own shit, rapping his own shit, singing his own shit, killing motherfucking stages. Yeah, boy, Russ, man. My dog Russ is producing most of his motherfucking tracks right now. He's singing all them bitches. He be gassing on them motherfuckers. I used to hate him like everybody else did, man, when he was dissing all the SoundCloud motherfuckers because they was hot back then. But I'm just going to go out there and say, my man's Russ is really killing shit right now on the low because he don't get all the motherfucking looks from all the big little companies because he's really independent on this motherfucker. So I'm about to say Russ, I mean, other than Tyler Creator, is the hottest active motherfucker out right now that's producing and rapping on his own shit.
no doubt. Yeah,
That's fair. I've never heard a Russ song, so I can't have an opinion on that.
It's just like I feel like he's like really be on the, cause you know what I'm saying, Da Boy is probably my favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying, Champagne Poppy, and he really brings that little R&B. You know what I'm saying, singing and then rapping on the track kind of vibe. So I feel like that's just kind of right up Moose's alley type shit. You know what I'm saying? He brings those type of vibes. Like he
I
really
yeah.
feel
he
it.
really be belching on the motherfucking track. You feel me?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I I was never really into Russ, but like now I kind of like just pay attention to see because I know that he's been killing it and independently and
Yeah.
all this shit, and yeah, I don't not like it. I think he just dropped a single the last Friday or something. And it's cool, but that's pretty cool that he produces all of it too. I didn't
Yeah,
really
he
know all that.
produces most of it, at least from what I've read and heard. And I feel like on expand on that, I feel like motherfuckers that just kind of be like, obviously Tyler's like might not be independent, but just motherfuckers that just kind of be on that kind of wave. It kind of like makes me respect them more and makes me want to listen to their music. Like Tyler Creator might not and Russ might not make music that I would usually listen to, but like when I hear Russ talking about that independent shit and really telling artists to really stick to their shit and don't, sign their soul away to a label type shit, like, and he's like really showing results, doing it differently. That kind of same with Tyler Creator. Like he's not trying to get boxed in. Like that kind of earns my respect and makes me want to go out my way to slap they shit, even if it might not be my favorite genre of music type shit.
Mm.
That goes a long
Hmm.
way. Like the motherfucker that's behind the music type shit. I feel like as I get older, that's kind of like what draws me to an artist more. Like what they push and what they really talking about in they
Yeah,
interviews and shit like that.
everything else
Hmm.
around it. Yeah. Yeah, I can't really think too much other than Tyler. That's just gonna be the I can't think too much around him in this sense. But I do have a question because there's someone that I do fuck with that I feel like is a producer or is, and I don't know how often they do it. Y'all know Terrace Martin, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, bro.
Terrace
Yeah,
Martin.
what you mean? He for sure. He's like a musician. Like he's writing
Yeah,
music.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I know that, and so what I'm saying is like, if he like solely does everything, like I'm pretty sure he does, right?
Well, I mean, I bet you what it is like he probably has maybe studio musicians here and there who like help him play and
Mm,
like do certain things. Like maybe he's not playing every instrument, but I wouldn't be surprised like if he's
yeah,
arranging that shit. He probably got people collabing in the studio because why not?
yeah,
But I'm pretty sure he's like on his
yeah.
musicianship shit. You know what I mean? Like
This is why I wish I had Title again so I could really
you could
look at.
really tell. But yeah, I don't think yeah. I don't know, bro. We would have to
Yeah,
look into it, but I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Like just based
yeah,
off like the shit you can
The
see
vibe
and
of
what
him
you
and shit.
hear, yeah, like this motherfucker's writing the song. Maybe someone else does produce it. Maybe he writes the song, right? Like he's got it written, melodies, chords in his head. You know, he's got the shit figured out. Maybe he wrote it on a piano, guitar, or something. And then maybe he has like a producer, or like they go in and they produce it together.
Yeah.
Like they turn it in. They actually
Yeah, because
arrange it and
let's
shit,
say
right?
like producing doesn't just mean like, you know what I'm saying, tapping on a beat pad type shit. Like it's also just like having your hand in every aspect of like, you know, making the music that you're a part of type shit.
yeah,
Just so we don't like,
Yeah.
you know, constrain it to that, because there's a lot of motherfuckers that just, you know, come in the studio, the shit's written for them, the beat's already playing, and then they say some
yeah,
shit and then they walk out and the engineer finishes it. And then there's the motherfuckers that really are like sitting there all night with that engineer, even if he's not the one
Yeah.
engineering it type shit. So
So I would
I,
probably give it to, like, for me, I guess the top three. I would think definitely Tyler, but you said Tyler, but someone like Terrace Martin or like Iman Omari is one of my favorite
excuse me.
producers too.
that guy's getting
Who,
deep.
yeah,
They be rapping though, or they be, like what are they? What kind of
yeah,
music? I don't. I mean,
yeah.
Terrace Martin, but like who's the other person?
Iman Omari. He's also from LA, I believe. Yeah, but that's kind of like more like neo soul type shit, I think. But um, yeah, if we're talking about rappers
Yeah,
and
if we're
shit,
talking about active motherfuckers, there's not many to choose from that are like super successful. I feel like
You know
yeah,
who I was gonna.
I'll
You
give it
know
those.
who I was gonna give an
active
honorable
now.
mention. I was gonna give an honorable mention, but bro hasn't been too active as of late.
Yeah, give
Sadly.
one honorable mention of someone just like from history, like for you.
Okay, well that's crazy. So I have that because I have someone who's been probably one of the best, and no one ever gives him love except for the real motherfucking people who pay attention. But the first one that I was gonna say was Travis Scott. That's not the one I'm
Okay.
talking about. People not showing love.
Yeah,
Travis
yeah,
Scott, just because motherfucker is the most famous person in the
yeah, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
world until you know the event that shall not be named.
Yep.
And he came up being a fucking producer rapper, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'll
Most
I'll really
definitely.
give him that shit.
Yeah,
But you know who's been killing the game for like a decade, bro? Producing their own shit and gassing on it and dropping classics, but staying real to their shit on some like an underground king in rap. This motherfucker, Big
I
Crit.
knew it, bro. Let's go. Shout out. Yes, Big
for
Crit,
real.
bro, for sure.
He
Deserves
produced
that
it.
Him.
respect. Most definitely.
He
I'll give
he
it to him.
produces all his shit, bro.
Yeah.
His shit is so clean when you kind of put that two and two
Yeah, he
together
really
and you
cultivated a
like
sound as one man. Like it's tough to do that shit for sure. He
I fuck
cultivated
with
a new
Crit.
sound.
I
And,
fuck with
mm-hmm.
Crit. My two eyes saw your
so
third
I only
Yeah.
got one
Yeah.
I want to shout out from the past, and that's gonna be DJ Quick. I fuck with DJ Quick, and he
Oh
produced all
yeah,
his
Oh
shit.
shit.
So
I said his name earlier.
that's definitely
yeah.
a little throwback, and I fucking respect that shit, and he got some slaps for sure.
Isn't
Yeah.
he? He's the one who sued Mac Miller.
Yeah, and Lord Infamous from 3 6 Mafia sued him too over a different song on Kids. Mac Miller was getting
Lord.
sued.
Wait. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Skrilla, you got an honorable,
Yeah,
or is
one
that
honorable mention
you
from
racked your
history.
brain already?
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You
I
got the
mean,
Dr. Dre's, you got the, you know what I'm saying? I know J. Colby producing a lot of his shit, you know what I'm saying,
Oh
lately.
yeah, we really left him off. That was kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, but
no, I give it to him.
Cool.
I just,
Other than that,
yeah,
probably like Pharrell, like or
yep,
something, like
definitely.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Yeah, good ass song.
that's all I can.
That's a good one for sure.
They're goats, so you know.
Yeah. Those are all valid honorable mentions. Damn shit. I mean, well, okay, we were talking about right now, so
Yeah,
Juicy J
okay.
too, though, right? But
Juicy
he
J,
rapping on other people's shit though.
yeah,
But
he is
yeah,
a fire producer.
yeah. I guess he's not known for it, but he definitely makes fire shit.
yeah.
But all right, y'all, I gotta start wrapping this motherfucker up because I gotta head to go see the Spider-Man shit. But you know what I'm saying? I think we did probably 2 hours or maybe over 2 hours, so it's gonna be a good first pod, Brody. We got a lot of topics. We talked about a lot of shit. Episode 1, the Homieverse podcast, super successful, man. Everybody's connections looking good. I'm gonna throw the edits together. I'll have it ready. We're going to drop probably by Monday. You know what I'm saying? Follow up. All the ads is at the top. You see Smoking RN, MooseMan WS, Scrilla Don't Sleep. Follow Well Scale Unlimited on Instagram. Follow Don't Die Alone. You see the shirt, man. Die with a Y. Follow up. And, you know what I'm saying? We'll catch you.
Don't follow trends, bitch.
Next Friday. Stay true to yourself and don't be a sucker, man. It's the Homieverse podcast. Shout out to y'all.
Sucker free.
Don't sleep.